In 2026, Costco Canada is entering its biggest wave of changes in more than a decade. These updates will directly affect every visit you make to the warehouse. Some familiar benefits will no longer function the same way, while new advantages are quietly being introduced. Those who learn about them early will benefit the most. If you do not stay informed, you could end up spending more than necessary. You'd be awesome if you liked this video. 1. Self-checkout and digital membership cards. One of the most noticeable changes in 2026 is Costco Canada's expansion of app-integrated self-checkout and the gradual shift toward fully digital membership cards. It may sound highly technological, but the goal is simple: make each shopping trip faster, smoother, and less stressful. In the past, long checkout lines on weekends or during peak hours were common. With the new self-checkout system, you can scan items as you place them in your cart, track your total in real time on your phone, and pay directly through the app. You no longer have to wait until the end to see how much you have spent. The process becomes gradual, controlled, and transparent. There is no need to stand in a long line holding a heavy cart. There is no pressure from the crowd behind you. If you are buying just a few essentials, you can enter, scan, pay, and leave much more quickly than before. At the same time, Costco is replacing traditional plastic membership cards with fully digital versions stored in the app. You no longer need to worry about forgetting your card at home, returning to your car to search for your wallet, or waiting for staff to look up your account. You simply open the app, show the code, and enter. It is straightforward and efficient. Another important benefit of digital membership is better control over card sharing. In the past, borrowing cards from friends or relatives was common, which sometimes created crowding and reduced the value of membership for paying members. With accounts linked directly to personal devices, verification becomes faster and more accurate. The overall shopping environment becomes more organized. Costco will still provide traditional assistance for those who are not comfortable using smartphones. 2. Costco Anywhere Visa upgrades. With fuel prices in Canada fluctuating regularly, Costco has introduced a significant update. Gas cashback has increased to 5%. It may seem like only a 1% increase, but for households that drive frequently, especially those with 2 or more vehicles, the difference adds up. Consider a simple example. If you fill up twice a week, each time purchasing several dozen liters, the 5% cashback accumulates steadily, month after month. Over the course of a year, it becomes a meaningful amount. When fuel prices rise unexpectedly due to seasonal or economic factors, higher cashback helps stabilize your transportation costs. In addition to the cashback increase, Costco has improved the physical card design. The card numbers are printed larger and more clearly. This may seem minor, but it is practical. You no longer need to squint in the parking lot sunlight or struggle to read small print. Adjustments like this suggest that Costco is paying attention to its loyal customer base. Another key improvement is the simplified reward redemption process in the app. In the past, some members found it confusing to track and redeem cashback. Now, rewards are clearly displayed in the application. You can see how much you have earned, which transactions contributed, and how to redeem it. This makes budgeting more transparent instead of waiting until the end of the year to discover your total reward. For households with multiple vehicles or individuals who drive frequently, this change has a noticeable impact on the budget. There is no need to change your fuel habits or spend more. By simply using the correct card for fuel purchases, you automatically increase your cashback return. 3. New store hours and executive priority access. One of the most discussed changes at Costco Canada in 2026 is the adjustment of store hours, especially early access for executive members. For some, this may appear to be a minor privilege. For others, particularly those who prefer to avoid crowds and noise, it is a practical advantage. Early access hours provide a quieter environment, wider aisles, and a slower shopping pace. You can read product labels carefully, compare prices, and review specifications without feeling rushed. For items such as vitamins, appliances, or electronics, this calm environment supports better purchasing decisions. Costco has also extended Saturday evening hours for all members. This helps reduce pressure during busy weekend mornings. Shopping later in the evening when the warehouse is cooler and less crowded can feel far more comfortable. Providing early access for executive members sends a clear message. Costco is adding more value to higher-tier membership. This may encourage some members to upgrade, especially those who shop frequently or prioritize a more relaxed experience. However, it is important to note that basic membership benefits have not been reduced. Pricing remains competitive compared to other warehouse clubs, and most core benefits remain unchanged. 4. Food court and menu changes. The food court has long been a familiar part of the Costco experience. Many people see it as a stop after shopping, a place to sit down, grab a hot dog, share a slice of pizza, and rest before heading home. In 2026, however, several noticeable adjustments are taking place, and not everyone recognizes what they mean. The most visible change is the reduction of traditional seating and the increase in standing tables. Some shoppers may feel disappointed by having fewer places to sit for extended periods. Costco's goal, however, is clear: reduce congestion and increase service speed. When customers stay for shorter periods, turnover improves and traffic flows more smoothly. On busy weekends, this helps prevent long-standing crowding around the dining area. Another important change is the requirement to scan a membership card to enter the food court at many locations. In the past, people could purchase food without being members. Tightening this rule allows Costco to better control traffic and keep special pricing, such as the well-known hot dog combo, exclusive to paying members. For those who already pay for membership, this ensures their benefits are not overly shared. Regarding the menu, Costco is experimenting more in 2026. Plant-based options, international flavors, and new items are being tested alongside traditional pizza and hot dogs. The goal is not to eliminate the classics, but to refresh the menu for a wider range of customers. The core principle remains unchanged. Pricing must stay reasonable. There is also discussion about possible food court perks for executive members in the future. If implemented more broadly, this would add value to premium membership without increasing general prices. Like the video if this surprised you. 5. Digital shift, e-receipts, and updated app. One of the quieter but most impactful changes in 2026 is Costco Canada's move toward fully electronic receipts and a redesigned mobile app. In the past, paper receipts were often misplaced in wallets, pockets, or drawers. Losing a small slip of paper could complicate returns. With e-receipts, every transaction is stored in the app. You can access your purchase history at any time and find the exact item and purchase date within seconds. There is no need to keep physical copies. The updated app interface is also simpler and clearer. The text is larger, the layout is cleaner, and there are fewer unnecessary steps. For members who are not highly comfortable with technology, this is a practical improvement. Instead of navigating multiple menu layers, you can now check cashback, review orders, or access purchase history more intuitively. Another notable feature is personalized deal suggestions based on your shopping history. If you regularly buy vitamins, paper towels, or frozen foods, the app will notify you when those items go on sale. This allows you to focus only on products you actually use, rather than monitoring every category. Costco has also introduced password-free login options, reducing the burden of remembering complex credentials. While small, this change removes a common barrier to app usage. The purpose of this digital shift is not to replace traditional shopping, but to make the experience more organized and transparent. For many members, that means less stress, fewer mistakes, and greater control during each Costco visit. 6. AI-powered inventory management. One of the less visible yet highly influential changes is Costco Canada's adoption of AI-based inventory management. It may sound complex, but the benefit is simple: fewer trips where you arrive only to find the item out of stock. In the past, some members drove 20 to 30 minutes to purchase familiar essentials such as rotisserie chicken, paper products, vitamins, or electronics, only to discover empty shelves. This wastes time and can be frustrating, especially for those who prefer not to make multiple trips. The new AI system helps predict demand by hour, day, and season using real sales data. For example, if a warehouse consistently sells out of vitamins on Saturday afternoons, the system increases supply ahead of that time. If paper product demand rises during winter, inventory is adjusted proactively rather than reactively. This reduces shortages and stabilizes supply. The system also coordinates inventory between nearby warehouses. If one location is running low while another has excess stock, the system can flag it for redistribution. This helps balance supply, reduce waste, and improve availability. Most importantly, this system integrates with the Costco app. Before leaving home, you can check whether the item you need is in stock at your nearest warehouse. Instead of driving and hoping for the best, you have reliable information beforehand. 7. Improving the experience for older members. For many years, Costco has been known for its large warehouses, heavy crowds, and fast shopping pace. That works well for young families, but for older members, the experience can sometimes feel exhausting. In 2026, one of the most meaningful changes is a stronger focus on improving the shopping experience for older customers. The first change is the introduction of quiet shopping hours in select locations. During these periods, stores are less crowded, background music is reduced, and promotional activity is kept to a minimum. The environment becomes calmer and more comfortable. This allows shoppers to read labels carefully, compare prices, and review ingredients without feeling rushed by people behind them. For those who prefer a slower and more thoughtful pace, this is a practical improvement. At the same time, the Costco app has been redesigned with larger text, a clearer layout, and fewer complicated steps. Important sections such as receipts, inventory, and cashback are easier to find. This not only improves usability, but also reduces the feeling of being left behind by technology. Another helpful feature is the ability to check inventory before leaving home. With AI-powered stock management, you can confirm whether an item is available at your nearest warehouse. For older members, avoiding an unnecessary trip saves both time and energy. The combination of self-checkout, digital membership cards, and e-receipts also simplifies the payment process. There is no need to search for a physical card, manage paper receipts, or stand in long lines. The entire process has fewer steps and less pressure. Costco understands that many of its most loyal members have been shopping there for years. These updates are not about modernizing for the sake of technology. They are about helping older members maintain control and comfort during every visit. 8. Stricter membership control and biometric preparation. For years, sharing Costco membership cards among friends and relatives was relatively common. This created subtle consequences: more crowded warehouses, less stable inventory, and diluted benefits for paying members. In 2026, Costco Canada has begun tightening its membership system. The goal is not to make things difficult, but to protect the value members pay for. The first change is faster and more accurate card scanning at the entrance. Verification is smoother and requires fewer manual checks. Instead of staff closely inspecting plastic cards, scanners can validate digital memberships on smartphones within seconds. This improves traffic flow and reduces bottlenecks at the entrance. Digital membership is gradually replacing traditional plastic cards. When accounts are linked directly to personal devices, card sharing becomes more difficult. This helps ensure that everyone inside the warehouse is a valid member. For longtime members, this protects fairness. If you pay the fee, you receive the benefit of a stable and less crowded shopping environment. The next step, though not yet fully implemented, is preparation for biometric verification, specifically facial recognition. The concept is simple. Enter the warehouse with a quick scan without needing to present a card or open an app. The purpose is not to showcase technology. It is to reduce errors, minimize congestion, and ease pressure on frontline staff. It is important to understand the intention. Limiting card sharing allows Costco to better manage the number of people in each warehouse. This means less crowding, more consistent inventory, and a smoother experience. The goal is not to generate extra revenue, but to maintain operational stability. As Costco continues to expand, tighter membership control is a necessary adjustment to preserve service quality. For longtime shoppers, this should not be a concern. It signals an effort to keep the system fair and sustainable. 9. Major upgrade to Costco.com. For many years, Costco.com was seen as secondary to the physical warehouse experience. Search functions were slower, product details were sometimes limited, and local stock information was unclear. In 2026, Costco Canada has made significant investments to transform the website into a practical tool that reduces unnecessary trips. The first improvement is a smarter search engine. Instead of scrolling through unrelated results, the updated system better understands what you are looking for. Whether you enter a product name, model number, or part of a description, results are more accurate and easier to navigate. This is especially helpful for electronics and household appliances. A more important upgrade is real-time inventory visibility. Before leaving home, you can check whether an item is available at your nearest warehouse. Avoiding a 30-minute drive only to find empty shelves is extremely valuable. With clear information, you can decide whether to visit today, wait for a restock, or order online for home delivery. The website now integrates more services under one account. You can book eye exams, refill pharmacy prescriptions, browse travel offers, and track orders in one place. Tasks that previously required phone calls or in-person visits can now be completed online with just a few clicks. This creates a smoother and more convenient experience for members. Another notable feature is a virtual waiting room system for major sales events. This helps prevent automated bots from purchasing high-demand products within seconds. During major electronics promotions or limited releases, the system distributes access more fairly so real members have a genuine opportunity to buy. The goal of these upgrades is not to turn Costco into an overly complex technology platform. It is to provide more options. You can shop in store when you prefer the physical experience or online when you want to save time and energy. Most importantly, you have complete information before deciding to spend your money. 10. Streamlining the product selection. One quiet but very noticeable change in 2026 is Costco Canada's strategy to streamline its product selection. In the past, you might have walked into a warehouse and felt overwhelmed by unexpected items, from random cookbooks to unfamiliar household gadgets. That approach is gradually shifting. Costco has started removing slower-selling and low-demand products to free up space for essential and high-volume items. This does not mean reducing value. It means improving focus. Shelf space is being prioritized for products people buy regularly, such as toilet paper, pantry staples, vitamins, and popular household goods. As a result, shopping becomes faster and more straightforward. This change offers a practical benefit: less visual clutter. You no longer need to compare 5 or 6 similar brands for the same item. With fewer overlapping options, decisions become simpler and information overload decreases. Another impact, rarely discussed, is reduced impulse buying. Many shoppers admit they go to Costco for a few basics, but leave with a much higher bill because of eye-catching displays. When the assortment is more focused, there are fewer distractions. That makes it easier to stick to your original list, instead of adding items you do not truly need. Streamlining also improves inventory stability. When space is not tied up with slow-moving items, Costco can manage supply more effectively for core products. That means fewer unexpected out-of-stock situations and more consistent restocking cycles. Some shoppers may miss the excitement of discovering something unusual. However, for most members who value efficiency and clarity, a cleaner and more focused warehouse creates a greater sense of control. Costco is not trying to make everything bigger. It is making the experience more manageable, more efficient, and better suited for those who prefer clear, planned shopping. Costco's 2026 Strategy Overview. When you look at the bigger picture, the 2026 changes are not random adjustments. They revolve around 3 clear strategic directions. First is digitalization and automation. This includes the app upgrade, e-receipts, self-checkout, AI-driven inventory management, and preparation for biometric verification. The goal is not modernization for appearance. It is to reduce errors, shorten wait times, and give members accurate information before they spend. Second is improving the shopping experience and reducing congestion. Early access for executive members, stricter membership verification, improved entry flow, and a streamlined product selection all work toward a calmer and more controlled environment. Third is increasing the value of premium membership, especially executive. Costco is not removing core benefits from basic members. Instead, it is adding more advantages for those who choose to upgrade. Overall, Costco is shifting from simply selling low prices to delivering a more efficient and controlled shopping experience. Members who understand this direction will maximize the value of their membership. Real impact on shoppers. These 2026 changes will not automatically benefit you unless you choose to use them. The difference does not come from Costco alone. It comes from how each member adapts to the new system. If you stay updated and adjust your habits, the benefits become clear. You can save more on fuel through higher cashback and better timing. You can shop faster with self-checkout and flexible hours. You can avoid long lines by choosing the right time and using digital payment tools. More importantly, you are less likely to encounter empty shelves. Checking inventory before leaving home or understanding restocking patterns removes guesswork. That level of control saves both time and energy. Financially, tracking cashback and promotions through the app improves spending awareness. You know how much you are earning back, where your money goes, and when it makes sense to wait for a sale. This creates a sense of control rather than dependence. Costco Canada in 2026 is not just changing technology, it is changing how members save money. Those who adapt will fuel up for less, shop faster, wait less, avoid stock shortages, and manage spending more clearly. Those who ignore the updates may continue shopping the same way, but miss cashback, miss deals, and lose time unnecessarily. Understanding the new system is how Canadian consumers keep more money in their own pockets. Which part of the video surprised you the most?